My Little Pony. It's crazy.
Dude, we talked about this on your podcast, too.
I wasn't sure you were serious.
No, you know.
No, I know you are.
We were. I was naming them off, and she's just like, wait a minute, are you talking about My Little Pony? Or, like, and I'm like, yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Press Start Podcast. This is episode 13, and I am one of your co-hosts, Quickfreeze 4. And as always, I am here with one of my fabulous co-hosts, the cool, never takes off his hat, Mr. Nostalgic Dan 1. How are you, Dan?
I'm good, and now I have a reason to have my hat on. It's freezing cold.
See, I'm like wicked warm at my house. This is crazy. It's like New England, which is supposed to be cold.
It's like 50 degrees here in Arizona.
Oh, that's warm to me, man.
It's cold for us.
Alright. And tonight we are supposed to have another co-host tonight, MrTechnoSqueek, but he is unavailable tonight because he has some family dinnering at his grandmother's. Aww.
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 Everyone say aww.
It's so cute.
And as if you are a guest from the wonderful voice, I'm going to try to do this like Tim, a.k.a. Jumble Junkie, the super duper fantastic Holly Hadoken.
Hadoken.
How are you, Holly?
I'm good. How are you?
Was that a good Tim impression?
You could do better.
Ah.
Sorry.
Burn.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, Holly, why don't you tell our listeners what you do, what's your channel, what's your podcast, you know?
Well, I have a channel on YouTube which focuses on video games, and that is youtube.com/Doginmylense. Also on Twitter under Doginmylense, and I have recently, as of this morning, today's Sunday, worked on my Facebook, and I'm going to start integrating some of that into my YouTube page because I'm also on a podcast called Operation Killscreen, and to get the YouTube channel and the podcast together in one place, I think Twitter and Facebook work really well, so you can find me there. And then, of course, I'm on Operation Killscreen. I have multiple personalities there, known as the Holly Gremlin, or Holly Hadoken, or Hadoken, whatever Tim decides to call me for that week. And we're actually recording live this week, so check that out.
Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yay!
Yay! Live's great. We always fuck stuff up. It's awesome. Come watch.
And, what is it? Depending on when you guys are listening to this, that will be, what, Monday? That's Monday.
It'll be Monday. Okay. Monday night.
I'm not sure when this episode will go up, so. Alright, so, yeah, if you guys are listening to it on Sunday, cool. Listen to it tomorrow. If you guys are listening to this on Wednesday, you missed it. Sorry.
Too bad.
Okay, well, that sounds great. Why don't we get into games we've been playing, and we'll start with Holly Hadoken.
Hadoken. All right, what I've been playing. Recently, today, actually, Mario Kart 7 came out. I literally just unwrapped it. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I need to put it down. I'm holding it in my hand. But, awesome. I'm sure it's going to be an awesome game. I'm excited to play it. Before picking it up today, I spent and last night, maybe 6 hours playing Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo, which is a classic and so much fun.
Love it.
Yeah. I like to play as Peach on that one, and it's hard. It's a lot harder than I remember.
It is.
I had a lot of trouble unlocking this special cup, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to be weird. You notice that was like, games we used to beat so easily in our childhood, we go back to them and we struggle with them now. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. I totally forgot about the feather as an item, too. So I kept getting the feather, and I was like, what does this thing do anyway? And then I'm like, I don't understand. But it just did a spin jump, which I guess is cool. But yeah, classic Super Nintendo. I've also been playing more Mario 3D Land. I've completed the first 8 worlds. I've received all 3 coins and all the gold posts. And I've gotten all the gold coins and all the gold posts for the first 3 special worlds. But I'm stuck on this one in number 4. I can't find one of the coins. And then I had my Master System out this weekend, and I played some Cloud Master. I found that at a local pawn shop. And let me say, that's an awesome shooter.
So
I don't see...
it's like a shmup or something?
Yeah, you're like this kung fu master on a magic carpet, and you shoot. It's like a horizontal side-scrolling shooter. It's actually pretty cool. And anytime I see a Master System in a game in the wild here, I pick it up because you never see them. And this one is just awesome.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, so that's what I've been playing.
I got a question for you. What are those golden posts that you mentioned? I haven't found those yet.
Oh, at the end of the level on Mario 3D Land, if you touch the very top of the post, it turns the flag to gold. And if you look at, like, the overworld screen, and you scroll through, it shows you if you've got your 3 coins, and then it shows you if you get your third, or the gold post. And if you get all the gold posts in the game, and you get all the 3 coins on each level, it unlocks the actual final ending, which I haven't unlocked yet. And it'll give you, you know, when you start the game and it shows your me, it'll give you all 5 stars.
Oh, okay.
Right now I only have 2.
Okay. I've touched the top of the pole on some of the levels, but not all of them. So, okay. I just didn't know that existed. Awesome.
I didn't know it existed either, and it actually added quite a bit of replay to the game for me because I had to go back and get a bunch of gold posts.
Cool. Dan, what have you been playing, man?
Quite a bit since it's been a while, the last time we recorded, so I got some new Genesis games in recently, so I played some Battletoads on the Genesis, which is a fun beat-em-up.
Nice.
And I picked up another game that I really love, and it's Dynamite Headdy on the Genesis. This was made by Treasure, so...
Love that game.
It's awesome. You just get, like, different heads. It's a platformer. You just shoot your head out. A lot of fun. And it's really pretty game, too. You could tell it's, like, one of the, you know, more of the Sega Genesis eye candy. Beautiful looking game. And I started playing some Harvest Moon Magical Melody on the GameCube, and... it's a lot of fun. I played it for like 5 hours straight when I first got it. And it's a lot of fun, really cute style, and you get like a dog, and it's just typical Harvest Moon stuff. I found a monkey in the game, and I was pretty sad that I couldn't keep the monkey, but but I wanted that monkey. I want to own a monkey. And another big one is, I forgot to mention it the last time we recorded too, because I played it then too, but it's the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I finally like had this game like shrink wrap sealed sitting like on my shelf for so long, and I'm like, it was right when Skyrim came out, so I was like, you know what, I should like play this game and like see if I'll enjoy it, and maybe I'll pick up Skyrim or something. And I will say I actually really love this game. It's an amazing game. Like, the dungeons are a little bit like kind of bland. They do get repetitive. You can tell they recycled dungeons. But the overworld attention to detail in the environment is just incredible. Like, just walking around when it's like sunset on the mountains and all that, it's just a beautiful game. A lot of fun trying to steal new equipment and trying to get really rare items. So I'm just having a lot of fun exploring. I'm trying to stick to the main quest as much as possible, so I'm trying to clear that. And another game, PS3, it's by Sega, and that is Valkyria Chronicles. And this is an awesome, like, war sim strategy role-playing game. It's really awesome because, like, you command units, but, like, it's really cool. It's, like, you select the unit and it switches into, like, third-person perspective, like, almost like a third-person shooter. So you just, like, move around and you command units, and just a beautiful game, too. It's got this beautiful art style that I just love. It's got, like, a kind of hand-drawn, sketchy style, and I'm really enjoying that game. It is a pretty challenging game, though. I've like had to repeat some missions from dying a bunch of times, so it's not an easy game for sure. And I picked up a game that was really, really hard to find for such the longest time, but recently the company did a reprinting for it. For the longest time, it actually stood as like the second rarest physical modern gen game, like just a standard game. and that is Hyperdimension Neptunia on the PS3. This game is, wow, what can I say about it? This game is an over-the-top RPG. It's like a Sega Gaga style where it is just way out there. It makes references to everything video game related. It's made by Sega. It's made by Compile Heart, NIS America. It's ridiculous. Like, it's a dungeon crawler RPG, but you know the dungeons are kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of like monotonous at times, and it's random encounters. It does suffer from like a fault where it's really weird. You don't control healing in the game, so like if you get items, you can't use them. The computer has to use them for you, which can be really frustrating at times because you have to rely on the computer to heal themselves. But you give them like percentages to say like, you know, 80% of the time use this healing item, stuff like that. But it's kind of that kind of mechanic screwed me over a lot in the game. But I've gotten past the point where they seem to start healing themselves a lot more. But this game is over the top. Like, the characters are named after the companies. So, like, one of them was named Nisa for NIS America. One of them was named Compa for Compile Heart. One of them was named Gust. And just to tell you some of the gaming references, like, that's the fun of the game, is, like, trying to pick out all the tiny little references. So far, I've found references to Sonic, Mario, Donkey Kong, Fantasy Zone, Space Harrier, Shinobi, Penguin Land, The Tower of Druaga, Street Fighter, Space Invaders, Dragon Quest, Dead Rising, Halo Reach, Chun-Li, Nintendo Wii, Game & Watch, Neo Geo, 8-bit RPGs, and for more like culture references, they reference like forums, fanboys, MMOs, RPG fanatics, importing games, ESRB, and blogs. So just to give you an idea, like this game is just really, really out there, over the top. And it's just a fun game to play because, you know, the company in the game, like this big company in the game is called Game Industries. So it's just really bizarre game. Like you have to like look it up and kind of see for yourself. But a lot of fun trying to pick out all the tiny little references in the game. And I would recommend it to dungeon crawler fans. Anyone who played like Trinity Universe on the PS3, it's kind of in that same style. And I played a DS game just like briefly that I recently picked up, and it's called Feel the Magic, XYXX. And I never bought this game because for the longest time I didn't know what it was, and I just saw the cover and like assumed it's like some dating game or something, but it's just a fun little like mini game party game like Warrior War Touch and whatnot. And it's enjoyable. A lot of Sega references in that as well, so it's a fun game. There is a sequel to it called Rub Rabbits, which I might get sometime soon. And a little bit here and there, I played some Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, the old school one, the 1989 one. Played through that, beat that. I was just bored on Friday night, felt like playing that. And some PC stuff on Steam. I played Half-Life 2, which I picked up when it was on sale. And I picked that up more for the reasons of like all the mods for it, so I can start like modding. Like, because there's a mod called GoldenEye Source, which is like a online like GoldenEye style game, so I want to play that. And I played some Terraria, which is like I picked it up when they had it on sale on Steam for $2.50, and it's like Minecraft if Minecraft was like a 16-bit, you know, Super Nintendo game. It's 2D, but unlike Minecraft, Terraria is more of an emphasis on action and less emphasis on crafting, whereas Minecraft, obviously, by the name, is more emphasis on crafting and less emphasis on action, so I'm enjoying that. And that is it. Long list, but it's been a while, so... What about you, Clive? What have you been playing?
I actually saw that Hyper Dimensions at GameStop today, and I almost picked it up.
Yeah, that's why. It was like, I forgot to mention this, they reprinted it, and it's at GameStop brand new for $30, which is the cheapest it's been in forever, like since it came out. And you can buy it from Nisa's online store. Because just to give you an idea, like I said, it's like the second rarest game, brand new copies would go for anywhere from $90 to $100. A used copy back then would have gone for like $70 to $80. So it used to be the second rarest game, but it got reprinted. So really happy to have it.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, the anime cover just kind of made me, like, want to buy it, because, like, I've already told you this, like, I wanted RPGs with, like, the anime style, and just you talking about all the video game references, like, now I really want to buy it.
It's ridiculous. You should, like, Google some of the moves, and, like, literally, there's ones for, like, Alex Kidd, where it's just, like, the sprite work from, like, the Master System. There's stuff for, like, Phantasy Star. There's, like, Altered Beast, where it's, like, the logo of Altered Beast. It's just really out there. And there's a move called, like, Rewritable Disk, where you can edit it, and you can take a picture from the photo gallery on the PS3 and put it into the game, into the move. So, like, whatever picture that is, you'll see it in the move. So it's just really funny. And Hyperdimension Mark II is supposed to come out, like, pretty soon, I think, like, next February. So, yeah.
Cool. Alright, what I've been playing, well, I've been playing Zelda the Skyward Sword, and I beat it.
Nice.
It's a really good game. Like, not one of my favorite Zelda games, but it's within, actually, I would say it's, like, my third favorite Zelda game of all time. And it's great. Like, the motion controls in the game really work. The animations, the art style, I love it from, like, beginning to end. It's kind of a long game too. It took me like 35 hours to get through the entire game. I don't want to say too much because I know a lot of people haven't, like, beat it, and I don't want to spoil it for them. But it's a good game though. The only thing I don't like about it is the Wii Motion Plus. Like, I know I just said that, like, it's really good, but, like, that's what kind of kills it for me at the same time, because, like, my arm was just killing me during some of the boss battles.
Yeah, I heard it's a long game, and, like, I heard people kind of getting tired. Like, they'll do one dungeon and just kind of, like, rest and play it later on.
Yeah, well, I was kind of, like, playing it, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 4 or 5 hour intervals. So, like, you know, if you've been playing for that long, you kind of want to, like, put it down because your arm does get kind of tired. Usually, like, from, like, when you get to a new area to the, like, about the time you finish the dungeon, it's usually how much it takes is about 4 or 5 hours. So. Holly, what do you think about it?
I have a few issues with the game. I like it overall. I finished the first dungeon. I kind of stopped there. I didn't like the final boss of the first dungeon very much at all. And I didn't like that fight. One of the reasons my arm got sore fencing with him. Same sort of idea. But I think that Fi is kind of annoying. Like, worse than Navi. I kind of want Navi back.
I like her musical voice, dude.
You know what, though? I don't like how she's like, oh, it's a map. There's a map in this room. Oh, look, you've got a map. Why don't you look at the map?
Yeah, it's very, like, you know, like, oh, thanks for telling me the obvious.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I can appreciate why she's there, because I want newer gamers, but I just feel like it takes away from the exploration. And I don't know about, I haven't gotten that far in the game, but I found that it's so far very linear as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to give any spoilers because I don't want to ruin it for people, but yeah, it can be that. Like, it tells you exactly where you have to go to do what you need to do.
It's still a good game. I still like it. I just found that my attention has been more on Mario Land 3D right now. I'm sure I'll go back and finish it off before Christmas.
And that's the other game I've been playing is Mario 3D Land. I'm not as far as Holly. I'm still in the special worlds. I'm doing, I think it's like World 4 of the special levels. And I'm just trying to get through that. I'm not trying to get all the golden coins right now or all the golden posts. I'm just trying to get through, you know, the levels to make it near the end. I know I'm going to have to go back and get some of the... I enjoy it. You know, it's like one of those games you can just pick up for a good half hour and just play and enjoy. So, I really like the fact that once you beat the main story, you get the real Tanuki suit that turns into, like, the statue and all that.
Yeah, and you get Luigi as well. I'm playing as Luigi, and have you played with Luigi in the Tanuki suit yet?
Yeah, I'm playing with Luigi now because
yeah.
Mario's cool, but I like Luigi better.
I like Luigi too. And for those of you, this is a bit of a spoiler, but Luigi turns into a fox in the Tanuki suit, which I think is kind of cool too.
Yeah. So, other than that, I've been playing quite a bit. So, like, I've been playing Halo Combat Evolved, the Anniversary Edition. Playing it with a buddy of mine, going through the Legendary mode, and we're about level 5. I forget the name of the level, but it's like level 5. It's hard, dude, especially on a legendary. But it's no different from the other Halo game, the one on the original Xbox. But you know, it's a good game. Like especially if you're into Halo, you know, definitely pick it up because I highly recommend it. And I've been playing a lot of King of Fighters 13 because Tim Jumbo Junkie picked it up and like I was interested in it, and it's a good game. I really like it. It's very heavily combo based. Like if you don't enter the right button combinations at like the precise moment, you're not gonna pull off these combos. So like it's very in depth and involved. You can't really just go in there button mash at all. But what I like about it is the anime art style. I think that looks beautiful. So you guys ever like tried those games?
Yeah, I played the older King of Fighters.
King of Fighters 12 was terrible.
Yeah.
I never played 12, so I can't really compare. But 13 so far is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlas published it, so I'm sure it's much better than 12. But 12 was brutal.
Yeah.
That one was kind of rushed.
Yeah. Another fighting game I've been playing is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Same deal. I just kind of been practicing with my guys on that one. My guys are Hulk, Ryu, and Iron Man, and I haven't gone online that much because I've just been mainly going through the arcade mode, unlocking all the different stories, doing the missions, and stuff like that. But it's a good game. I wicked enjoy it. I just wish Capcom didn't make it. But other than that, I've been playing a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG card game. You guys ever like play the card game at all?
No.
No, is it like a Pokemon TCG card game?
Yeah, it's like the Pokemon TCG card game, but it's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead. And basically, I revamped my deck. I added more elemental heroes in the deck. Going to a lot of tournaments, mainly on Fridays. It's doing pretty good. Like I win a lot, I lose a lot. You know, so it's not good, but it's not great either. So it's a good game. And like Holly, I just picked up Mario Kart 7, and I had just beat all 8 of the cups in the 50cc round, and it's good. I really like it. The 3 in the game doesn't really add anything though. Like I've been playing it like full blast 3D, and it really doesn't add anything to the gameplay at all. So if you're looking forward to that, and sorry to disappoint you. But
I think the best game that used the 3D so far on the 3DS, and I have I think 17 games now, yeah, is Skylanders. I know I talk about this game a lot, but it best used the 3D for sure. And Mario 3D Land actually has really good 3D as well.
I think Ocarina of Time had the best 3D so far for me.
I liked Ocarina of Time's 3D, but the difference with it is if you were using the slingshot or the bow and arrow, the sweet spot was very, very fine. If you moved the 3DS even slightly, you'd lose it, and that drove me crazy. So I turned the 3D off for most of it.
Yeah. But what I like most about the Mario Kart 7 is like like the newer not like the old previous tracks that they included in the game, but the brand spanking new ones they have in this game is like obviously you go around the track like 3 times, like 3 laps, but the laps are never the same.
That's cool.
So like you can't really memorize, like you go through the like lap 1, you kind of like memorize it's like okay there's a jump coming up, but like lap 2 would be like totally different where you like the first lap you get shot through a cannon, well like the second lap you go over this gigantic mountain and there's no cannon involved. It's like so like the newer levels really change. You don't repeat the same thing every lap. So like that's what I find like the coolest thing about it.
That's awesome. That's what I'm going to stay up all night and do is play Mario Kart. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Yeah, like obviously like the older maps are like the same thing. You'll repeat that, but they added like new things to those where like they added like the hang gliding ability to the older levels and some of the underwater, like the propeller.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually go underwater in some of the older levels. It's cool. I like it. And I tried one kind of like race online, and it was cool. I was racing against so many people around the world. I raced some guy in like Germany, also with like 2 guys from Japan, 1 guy from like Canada. It was cool. I was like, dude, I'm playing with people all around the world. This is crazy in one race. So that worked really well.
That's good.
So
Awesome.
But it's a good game. I like it a lot. But that's about it. That's all I've been playing. I know it's like a lot. So.
Do we want to bring up this whole YouTube new layout?
Yes, go ahead. Bring that out. That'll be our general discussion. Go for it.
Okay, so it's a time where you just like talk, chat, and I want to bring something up since all of us are fellow YouTubers, and a lot of the listeners are obviously a part of YouTube as well. So obviously YouTube decided to unveil their new update, their new homepage style, their new channel style, and I'm really mixed on it. Like, there's some stuff that isn't actually that bad. Like, the channel thing is actually a good thing because there are content makers, there are networkers, there are people who just want to watch YouTube videos, and that kind of helps them for like each. But like, it seems like to really kind of condense the content, and there's like not a lot, and it makes it like harder to find stuff. And the biggest fault with this weird homepage setup is that it only shows one newest video, whereas like the older one would show like 4 of the newest videos. So say you get behind on content, you can see like 4 of the newest videos that someone put up. Now it's just 1. And I've noticed that like the videos after you watch them stay in your homepage, which is kind of annoying. But it seems to be harder and harder to like find content and find what you're looking for now with this new setup. What do you guys think?
I totally agree with you.
I don't like that the videos don't go away after you watch them. I'm subscribed to like over 200 people, so it's a big deal for me that it shows the newest videos because I do get behind on my stuff, and I miss, if I see a video from someone I haven't seen, I can always go back to their channel and check and see if they had any more through my subscription tab. But I don't like that once I watch them, they don't go away. I'd be a lot happier if that happened.
Yeah. Because I'm like the same like you. Like, I have a bunch of subscriptions, like over 200, and that really irritated me after a while. But there is a way to get the old homepage if like none of you don't know, and it's youtube.com, and you just do /home, and it'll give you the old school homepage.
Well, I mean, I like that YouTube is changing it, and I know that the subscription box has been for some time. I've had personal issues with it. I know other people that have. So I appreciate that they're trying to fix it and read it. And I like the streamlining that they've done. I really do. And they've kept like a grayscale so that the videos really pop still.
Yeah.
And I really like the functions down the side that link with like Facebook, Google Plus, and things like that. I think that that'll be really useful. But man, the whole not going away video thing, I mean, that content is just going to get so frustrating. Like, if you're subscribed to 10 people, it's perfect because you'll have your 10 people and all their newest videos will be up. But other than that, they need to figure something out.
Yeah. What about you, Clive? What do you think? It's just like...
Well, to me, it just... I'm looking at it now, and it looks very condensed. Like, everything's kind of squeezed toward the center of the screen. And, like, I got 2 just bars on the side of the screen of, like, white nothingness. And, like, it's just, like, a waste of space.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, that was the biggest thing I noticed. Like, it just seems really condensed. And, just harder to find stuff. I'm sure they could figure out a way to work with it. But at the end of the day, whatever YouTube decides to do, we're going to have to deal with it. Because, like I love to make YouTube videos. I'll continue to do it, even, like, I don't care what the homepage looks like or whatever. I'm just going to continue doing it. And, kind of like, it was kind of like that Facebook update a while ago where everyone was kind of complaining about that. And, over time, you get used to it. You learn to deal with it. You learn to adapt it. So I just think everyone kind of needs time to kind of warm up to this whole new setup.
Well, it's even changing, like, the layout of, like, some people's, like, actual channel pages, where it's, like, it shows like a list of their videos just straight down, where so I'm looking at mine, and mine has like a, it has like my uploads, and then under that it has like channels like I recommend, and then under that it has like people I subscribe to, people who subscribe to me. But like most people, it just has like a list of their videos going straight down the center of the screen, with like maybe like a red or blue or green background in the back, and I'm just like, this looks ugly.
That's the new channel layout, and everyone who has the new channel layout did that voluntarily, because if you go to your page right now, you'll see that annoying little blue banner that says "Click here to try the new channel design," and like I don't want that. It's like I wish that would go away because it bothers me. It's like I don't need to be reminded every time. If I want to change it, I'll change it.
I'll never click that.
I clicked it. I tried it just to see what the layouts look like, and it switched right back.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. YouTube's just been doing a lot of changing this year, and they still can't seem to fix their messaging system after all this time of updating and all that. That's still one of the most broken things, is their message system.
You know what I wish they would go back to? And I've been on YouTube for a couple of years now, and I really miss this. I miss the 5 stars.
Yeah.
I like the like and the dislike, but man, I'd be so happy if they went back to the star system.
Or like, they don't put like as much of an emphasis on favorites. Like that's what's weird, is like I shouldn't have to click on Insight for my video to see how many times my video was favorited. There should be like some sort of like heart icon that shows like how many times it's been favorited. Like why is there not emphasis on something like that big? Like I love when people decide to favorite my video. That's really awesome. But they don't emphasize it, which is kind of odd.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. One thing I do actually like about this is when someone leaves a comment on one of your videos and you want to like reply to that comment, well, you do that, no problem, whatever. But then if like the old YouTube, if you wanted to leave like a second reply to another person, I usually had to like refresh the page.
Yeah, I had to do that every time too, and that bothered me.
But now you could reply to as many people as you want without refreshing the page. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've done that so many times where, you reply and then it won't let you reply again to someone else, so you have to like refresh it, and that got annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. So that adds to the the video view count, but it's like, dude, I just want to reply to everybody that you want to reply to and not refresh the page. So since they changed it, I love it a lot. But that's kind of the only good thing I see about it.
Yeah. Just kind of reminds me of the new MySpace too. Like the look of it.
MySpace.
Yeah, I hate MySpace. I got off that thing a long time ago because they ruined it, but I think the reason it kind of looks like it does is because I think they have some sort of partnership with MySpace, or like some kind of co-ownership. There's something going on there.
You know what's kind of funny? I get emails from Miley Cyrus's MySpace page saying she left me a message. I'm like, what? Yes. I get those all the time.
Sweet. Love when Miley messages me.
I don't even use MySpace anymore, and I got Miley Cyrus sending me shit. I'm like, all right. But.
Yeah, and we also have to bring up the big news, and that's Xenoblade Chronicles is confirmed for North America.
Oh, we're getting the news. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, and you can go to the Nintendo site right now. That's what makes it so official, is that you can go there and actually search Xenoblade Chronicles. It'll appear. What's kind of weird is that it's only available through GameStop and Nintendo for pre-orders, which is kind of odd. So I guess they're kind of doing a small print run to start off. I'm so excited.
Here's the thing, though. It's not for North America. It's just for the U.S. So if you're in Canada like me, your only option is to order it from Nintendo.com, which is why Nintendo is actually selling games. Usually they don't.
Yeah,
I can't think of another game that Nintendo has sold directly because they prefer to go through retailers. I don't know how GameStop got that exclusivity contract, but it prevented us from getting it in Canada.
Yeah, forgot about this. Because I never... That's a good point. I never remember any other time where Nintendo lets you buy the games directly. Usually they'll have where it'll say buy, but it'll link you to Amazon.com or GameStop to buy it. So.
Yeah, they don't even have a store, do they? It's
No.
just
They
like,
will, as of December 19th, I think it is, or December 12th. I can't remember. They're going to set up an online store specifically for this game. And from what I understand is you can only get it by pre-ordering it.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking at the Nintendo site now. It just says Wii, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo DS games, Club Nintendo support, and the search bar. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
I've only ever bought 2 things directly from Nintendo. One of them was the component cable for the GameCube. And the other, what was the other? It was some other part for some system. Through their support section. I've never actually purchased a game directly from them.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you guys gonna get that game?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to hype myself up too much for it, because that's the thing, like, people think it's the greatest RPG ever or something for like the Wii. It's really not. It's not the greatest RPG you'll ever play. It's a good RPG, that's the thing. It's actually kind of like a MMO RPG where without the MMOs, so like it's like there's a lot of stuff to maintain on the screen. It's more of like a hack and slash, and one really big detriment to the game is that it's really, really fetch quest heavy, so you'll be backtracking constantly in this game. So that's the thing, like, I've heard, like, people who have it in the PAL, I've been talking to them, and, like, they say it's an okay RPG, it's good, but it's not going to be the greatest you play, so, just don't hype yourself up too much for it, but it'll probably be the best RPG on the Wii, I think. But all modern gen, probably not. Not even close. But I'm really excited, and it's a beautiful looking game, too. It's one of the most beautiful Wii games I've ever seen.
Yeah, I listened to another podcast called Radio Free Nintendo, and they've been talking about Xenoblade for like the longest time, ever since it came out. And one of the co-hosts on there, I forget which one right now, but he absolutely loves it, and he's been giving it high praise. So
yeah, we had one of the guys from Operation Rainfall on our podcast, and he I think what they did was really smart. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it's not because of Operation Rainfall. Nintendo was going to release it anyway. I don't believe that at all. I really think that they impacted this decision. And what they said was just so beautiful. And I really think we should apply it to Mega Man Legends 3.
Yes.
And I hope everybody's with me on this.
I am.
But Nintendo was inundated with droplets and droplets and droplets of rain, which were just basically input from different gamers. And it caused a wave that made change. And I think it's a really good way moving forward to say, hey, this is what we want as gamers. And hopefully they'll continue to listen. And I'm still holding out hope for Mega Man Legends 3. It's a freaking download game, guys. Like, come on. You asked fans for content. I contributed content to that game.
I still want Mega Man Legends 3.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I agree too. I think it's really clear Project Rainfall had a lot to do with this, because, like, you got to think all the constant messaging of, like, please bring out Xenoblade Chronicles from, like, Twitter, Facebook, all this collaboration effort, all the videos, all the YouTubers putting up videos about it. And you can't tell me that, like, none of that had just, like, the teensiest effect on this release. That's bull.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, anytime you see kind of input like that, it really doesn't get looked at, I don't think, by game developers and publishers. I think it really is the first time where a publisher has said, okay, we'll make this game. I can't think of another time. And I think they did an awesome job. And I think everyone should still support the 2 campaigns they have going. One for The Last Story, and what was the other game?
Pandora's Tower.
Pandora's Tower, thank you.
Yeah. I really
think
want
Pandora's
The Last Story.
Tower. Yeah. I think Pandora's Tower is the one they're doing the translation campaign for right now. Because I think it's the one that's not translated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, support Operation Rainfall and go check out their page, because they did an awesome job. And anyone who gets Xenoblades can thank them for it.
Didn't they get some? What was the number? Didn't they get? Is it like 10,000 or 100,000 like people?
Oh, they had more than 10,000 people when I found out about it. So they must have been. I mean, they blew up. They went through Twitter and through Facebook, and anyone who heard about it just through word of mouth. I mean, they went all over the place, but I know that at least 10,000 letters were received through like physical letters were received by Nintendo of America.
Wow.
About those 3 games. And Xenoblade was the easiest one for Nintendo to port because it had already been translated to English.
Yeah. It's like, come on, there's no reason.
Yeah, there was no reason for them not to do it.
Well, I'll pick it up.
Yeah. I'm definitely pre-ordering. I'll love it. And, like, I'm all about fan campaigns. Like, I've been supporting some other campaigns, like the Tales of Villia localization. As a big Tales fan, it's a really sketchy series because Bandai Namco, after Vesperia kind of flopped and didn't sell well, they said, we don't really plan on localizing any more games for the U.S. And with some other campaigns, they were able to kind of like motivate them to get Tales of Grace's F to come out on the PS3. But now everyone's trying to band together to, pre-order this game as much as possible, buy this game day one, and support Bandai Namco, and hopes they can bring out Tales of Villia, which is a kind of like true sequel to Vesperia, and the one that after Vesperia is the next modern gen, like Xbox 360, PS3 Tales of RPG. And they're also trying to get people to pre-order Ni no Kuni, since Bandai Namco's going to publish that just to support them. So I really hope they can do that. They're up to like 1,000 likes on Facebook, which is pretty good. So.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni is another one I'd like to see. And the One Piece series, I mean, Namco Bandai has had, a lot of issues with localizing some games over here. And I'd like to see more of the One Piece games make it. I have the one for the Wii, Ultimate Adventure. But there's some fighting games that, there's one that's making it to Europe that will never make it to North America. And I think it's really sad.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the 100,000 strong to bring Mega Man Legends 3 back.
No, I know.
Yeah. I like that.
It's at 51,000.
See, that's impressive.
So it's like halfway there. Honestly, I don't think it'll go any higher than 51,000 because this thing's been around forever. But
I don't think anyone can strong-arm Capcom, to be honest, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I know, it seems like we've been talking about, like, Mega Man and Capcom, like, every single episode.
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
You've been making a lot of weird decisions. Yeah, if anyone's interested in the Tales of Villia localization campaign, it's called Operation 13, because it is the 13th official installment in the Tales of series. And there's another thing called Project Lehan or something, where they're just trying to get as much people to pre-order as Tales of Grace's F. So.
That's on Facebook?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going there right now. Ooh, I like the box.
Yeah. It's a beautiful game. That's the thing about Tales of games. I just love them so much and hold them in high regard, is that, like, unlike many RPGs, they just give me the biggest sense of, like, going on a grand adventure, which is, like, what I want from RPGs. Just, you get a good sense of, like, exploring a massive environment, the attention to detail. They develop their characters incredibly in these games. Like, unlike any other RPGs, they really make you care for these characters and the bonds between one another. The combat system's awesome. It's a real-time battle system, so I love Tales of so much. And, I'll be buying Grace's F day one. I'll be buying Ni no Kuni day one, so it's just to support them.
Did you pick up Solo to Robo Dance?
Oh, that's funny. I ordered it, and I'm still waiting for it to come in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's an amazing game, too. Everyone should pick that game up if you really love RPGs and independent games. Definitely support Xseed as well, because they're working hard to bring them over.
Yeah. What is that for? I've heard a lot about that game. What is that for?
It's for the DS.
Yeah.
DS, alright.
Spiritual sequel to Tale Concerto on the PS1.
Yeah.
If you get the first print, you get a soundtrack CD. The first print.
Oh, that's the one with the soundtrack, alright.
Yeah. Which is what I ordered.
So, and it's a contender for my game of the year. I mean, the game is amazing.
Yeah,
the environment, and there's so much detail in it.
How do you spell it?
Solo to Robo, SOLATOROBO. Yeah.
That's a lot of O's. Alright. Alright, there it is. Oh, 30 bucks. Yeah, alright. Oh,
yeah, it's not much money. It's $30 brand new. You can still get the first print run off Amazon. Definitely support that series.
Alright, add that to my wish list. Yay.
Because, like, I don't know, but, like, anyone who knows me knows I'm a big supporter of niche games. I'm a big supporter of, like, Atlas, Xseed, NIS America, Akia's localization company. I'm just a huge supporter of them because they take chances on a lot of games. They bring them out not knowing if it's going to flop or if it's going to be a success or how the North American or, like, U.S. audience is going to treat it. So I really support those companies. They really care about fan service, unlike any other company.
Yeah, they always give a little extra. Same with Atlas, Xseed, NIS America. If you're from Canada, Rose and Queen. Really good companies. Level 5 is usually pretty good too. I was disappointed to see that they're not actually going to publish No Ni no Kuni.
Yeah. But I think in America it's been quite a while since Level 5 actually published the game. So Bandai Namco took that up.
The last one was White Knight Chronicles 2.
Oh.
That was this year, I think, yeah.
Well, I was just thinking like logos on the front or something.
Yeah.
They're not one of those. But like the thing is, it's a Bandai Namco partnership, so which is a good thing. So if there's any other Level 5 games in Japan that they're afraid to take a chance on, Bandai Namco might bring them out still, which is good for any future Level 5 titles.
It's definitely good. I mean, I was disappointed that Level 5 didn't go to the Tokyo Game Show. I don't know what's going on with them.
I know, they kind of like to keep to themselves.
Yeah. Their stuff's still amazing, though. I love their games.
Professor Layton, gotta love it.
Jeanne d'Arc.
Yeah.
Rogue Galaxy.
Yes.
Some of the best RPGs. Dragon Quest VIII. One of the best ones.
We have any other news besides that? That was kind of like the big ones, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Actually, I have tons of news stories.
Yeah, that's good, because I haven't been really looking.
Well, Techno usually takes care of the news, so he's out, so I took over. Alright, see, the first thing I got on my list, actually Xenoblade was the last thing I got on my list, because I figured we saved the best for last, but, let's see.
I have something real quick, if you guys don't mind.
Go for it.
Are you guys familiar with Kotoku?
Yes.
Okay. Have you guys ever been on their forums?
No.
No.
Okay, on the Kotoku forums, if you make a comment that they don't like, they'll hashtag you and put you in the cornfield so nobody else sees your comment. And it happened to one of my friends from YouTube, and I was pretty surprised, and I went back and I looked at the cornfield comments, and I can give you guys a link to post at the podcast. But I've started to almost, every time I don't like something on Kotoku now, when they tweet it, retweeting back hashtag cornfield, because I don't think that they should really have the ability to modify comments, especially ones that are like, okay guys, enough, Skyrim stuff, or enough of this, or why do you have to troll this game? I think that it's really crappy of them to do that. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I thought it was kind of, annoying.
Never heard of that.
That sounds retarded.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, let me get you a link here. I put it on my Twitter today, but I was like, some of the comments, now, mind you, some are stupid and people are racist and make comments like, I want to throw those in a cornfield.
Yeah, those comments don't need to be said, so.
No, things like that don't need to be. Some of them on here where I looked at them and I'm like, well, why would they do that? Like, why would they just bother to do that? And I'll show you guys so you know what I'm talking about. I'll send you a link. This is the Kotoku cornfield. And what it does is it actually removes the comment from their forum and posts it here instead so that nobody sees it.
Mm.
Oh, well, the first thing I see is vote for this nigga now.
Well, yeah. You just scroll down.
Okay.
There's going to be ones that certainly belong, and I can understand that. There are comments that need to be, removed, but...
Yeah, I'm looking at some of them now. Some of them are racist. Some of them look pretty good.
There's just one in here that just says lame.
There's one that says lame. There's one that says, I love you, Skyrim, and I love you, Kotoku, but perhaps we should dial it down a bit.
That's weird.
And that's actually my friend. You got cornfield. And he's like, I don't understand why they put me in the cornfield with all these racist pricks. And I was like, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I can understand if like they remove something that's like racist or, you know, prejudice against somebody, but like if it's like a good honest quote like about a game that people may or may not read, then yeah, leave it, dude. So
No, and I mean, what is the problem with feedback? And that really bothered me. So every time they post something on Twitter that I don't like, I'm hashtagging and cornfielding it myself. It's my little mission right now.
Oh, so anyone can cornfield it?
Well, I can actually put it in their cornfield forum. I suppose you could if you went on Kotaku's forum and put hashtag cornfield at the end, because that's the action that does it. But on Twitter, I'm hashtagging and cornfielding it to draw attention to it, so people can go and look. Because I think it's anytime they do something that I don't like, I'm going to let them know.
Yeah. All right.
You know?
I understand now. That's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. And they really should just delete the racist comments.
Yeah. And I apologize to any African-American listeners for saying the N-word. Sorry. Just reading a comment. Just reading a comment.
Anyway, that was my news topic.
Yay! I like news. Alright. Yay for news. Like I said, I got a couple of news stories here. I got one saying, see, Apple and Google pass on a new mobile rating system. You guys heard about this?
No.
They're gonna put like ratings like, you know, like mature or E for everyone for mobile games. It says their mission is to develop a voluntary rating system for mobile applications. Developers can fill out a questionnaire which will instantly generate a rating. They have support from 6 of the major publishers: AT&T, Microsoft, Sprint, T-Mobile, USA, USA Cellular, and Verizon Wireless. They do not have the support of Apple and Google. Between the App Store and the Android Marketplace, there are about 1 million or so apps that will not be included in this new system. Apple has its own rating system in place, and Google allows developers to rate the games themselves. Though Apple had no comment in this post, but Google spokesperson Christopher Katios, I don't know, had this to say. He says, "We put a lot of effort in the Android Marketplace rating system, which now works well globally. While we support other systems, we think it's best for Android users to developers to stick with the Android existing system." You know, it's kind of good that they're putting a rating system on these games, but you know, I don't know.
They're gonna need some way to like parental lock it, or else it wouldn't make a damn difference. Because if you don't, like, if you're, I don't know, your kid has it, or like teenager has like an Android phone, they're just gonna download all the games they want, and it's not gonna make a difference. But like, say the parent buys the phone or whatever, and they could parental lock, saying they can only buy like apps that are this rating and have like a password input to lock that, then it would work.
Well, my concern is like the 10 versions of like Angry Bird they got out there, you know?
Yeah, I'm surprised PETA's not all over that.
I'm still upset they attacked Cooking Mama as well as Mario.
That's so funny. You know, I don't know. It's good that they're having a rating system, but it like kind of seems like it's not really necessary in some aspects. But I don't know.
I don't think it's necessary for the Android market because they already have one. And I mean, with Android, you're going to do what you want to do, just like with a computer, a rating system or no rating system. Most apps you need a card for, so somewhere along the line, somebody's given permission.
All right. See, the next one I got here is, let's see. Now, this is a rumor. It says The Last Guardian creator Fumito Utada, is that how you say it, leaves Sony.
God damn it. We're never going to see The Last Guardian.
Let me read this.
It's over.
I get good. This is good.
You're upsetting me. This is what happened with Mega Man too.
No, let me finish. This is good news. Okay.
Well, better.
Well, good and bad news. All right. The long-awaited Last Guardian has been developed for the good past 4 years. According to Eurogamer, the designer and director of the game, Fumito Uda, I hope I'm saying that right, has left Team Ico for undisclosed reasons. Now, like I said, this is a rumor, and it says we will not have to worry the Last Guardian, as he will finish the game as a freelancer before embarking on personal projects. Utida's department is also cited. It's also saying for him leaving is why the game has been prolonged into the development cycle. So they're saying he's leaving is preventing the game from coming out, but he is still working on it.
Better finish it.
Yeah, the only good news is going to be if you follow up, and he'll be joining Nintendo. Or something.
What's funny, because, like, Sony is denying any, like, they're not commenting on this. They're denying it or something, so. But I'm not really excited about this game until I, like, actually get it, so.
I'm not going to be excited about it until I know it's actually being released.
Yeah.
I've been excited about it for 3 years now, and unless I know it's actually going to physically get released, I'm not going to break my own heart like I did with Mega Man Legends 3.
Yeah. And they kind of teased the game too. Like I saw like in a Japanese unboxing of the Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection, limited edition for Japan. There's like some screenshots and artwork in the art book for The Last Guardian. So they're kind of teasing. See if it comes out.
If you got a copy of, I think it was Dragon Quest VII for the PS1, there was an advert to bring Dragon Quest 5 and 6 to North America for the PS1, and we all know those didn't make it until the DS. So, yeah, until I see a physical copy of the game, I'm not getting excited about it, because I really want to play that game.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one I got here is the UMD passport list goes live. Many publishers are MIA. The list of upcoming PSP titles eligible for the UMD passport in Japan has gone live. 262 PSP games will support the system, and that might seem like a lot, but the entire publishers are missing, like Capcom, Konami, Square Enix, and Namco Bandai, so they're not involved. There are 606 PSP games available digitally on the PSN, so why only 1/3 of their UMD counterparts are eligible for the passport program is a mystery. While the launch on the Vita only weeks away, it would be a tragedy to see games like Monster Hunter or Metal Gear left behind in the shuffle. Dan, you're the PSP guy. Comment.
I'm the recent PSP guy. What is this passport system? I've never heard of this.
No, not password, passport.
Passport.
Apparently, if you own PSP games, you can download them to the Vita, I'm guessing,
You have to pay a fee. Yeah,
I think it's like $16.
Yeah.
Well, there's different steps to it. You have to actually log in on your PlayStation Portable. You have to show that you have the UMD in there. Yeah. So Sony is verifying you own the console, and then they're going to charge you to passport that to the Vita through PlayStation, which doesn't really make sense because $16 is more than some of the PSP games are to download.
Right.
I don't know. It's a screwy system. But if they take away Square Enix and Capcom, they've just annihilated most of my PlayStation Portable library except for Loco Roco, Hammering Hero, and Fat Princess.
For me, if they take away Xseed, it's no more library.
Well, they got Konami on here, too, so there goes, like, the Castlevania
Oh, they have Konami on there, too?
Yeah, I got listed here. Capcom, Konami, Square Enix, and Namco Bandai. Those are the 4 listed here.
Well, I have Patapon 2. I think that's Sony Computer Entertainment. Loco Roco, which I know is. Jeanne d'Arc, which is level 5. And then Fat Princess, which is Titan, and produced by Sony Computer Entertainment. So I imagine those would be the only ones I could passport anyway.
Well, like in my PSP collection, I got, looking on my shelf, I got about 5 Capcom games and 4 Square Enix games, and I only own about 12 PSP games, so...
Yeah. Like half of mine's is Xseed, and then NIS, and then there's only like 2 Sony games in there. Like I have Every Extend Extra and Lumines, but that's about it. I guess those would be the only ones I could passport. It doesn't make sense. Is it $16 each time, like for every game, or just...
It varies. It goes from $5.99 to $21.
Wow.
It could be anywhere in between there.
Gee.
Why would it vary, though?
I don't know.
Because, like...
It varies. They said that some will be like $11.99 and some will be like $19.99.
Maybe like
What?
the size of the game, like if it's gigs or something.
Well, the thing that gets me is, like, I can go to GameStop, and I saw Lunar there today, used for like $14. If I bought that and tried to, like, transfer it over, that thing's going to cost me $30 just to get it on the Vita.
Well, the other thing that they've done, too, and this really upsets me, and this is for Xseed games, so Xseed might be included in that, is they've started to take them off PSN for download.
I remember that from your video. What was it, Brave Story, New Traveler?
That was Steph's video.
Oh, yeah. That was her.
Not my video, but, yeah, they took them, they're starting to take them down. And I don't understand why. And I think it correlates to the Vita launch. I could be wrong. But, I mean, what's the point of that? Seriously.
But it's kind of weird. Like, what's the reason to want it on the Vita? Because if you already own a PSP, you just play it there. And not have to pay to transfer it.
I guess that depends on the gamer, whoever has the Vita. If you want it on the Vita, that's, I don't know.
I guess maybe better screen quality or something.
It's probably just an accessibility thing.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I'd want it on both. If I owned a DLC, like, I own a bunch of the PS1 DLCs. I have them on my PS3 and on my PSP. So.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's annoying. That's why I'm not buying a Vita.
Yeah, I'm not buying one either. Like, I have a PSP, and I bought it because of the Dissidia bundle, and I barely touch it. Like, you know, and every time I do want to play it, I have to charge it in because the battery drains if you don't use it. So every time I plug it in, I'm just like, I gotta plug this thing in. By the time it's fully charged, I don't feel like playing it anymore. But that's just me. Dan, you're getting the Vita, aren't you?
No, I'm going to wait on it. I'm waiting to see if companies like Xseed and Atlas are going to continue to kind of spoil the Vita. Like, I've seen the Ease 4 Woodland Salsetta trailer, and if they bring that to the Vita, I'm going to want it. But I'm waiting for content, basically. I think the launch lineup is probably going to be not that good. It's not going to entertain me, but if it drops in price later on, because it is going to be an expensive handheld with the memory card and having to buy that. So I'll wait.
I think that, I know Monster Hunter, for me, when they move to Nintendo 3DS now, the only game I would ever get a Vita for is if there was an exclusive Fat Princess title, or maybe some of the Xseed games. But I almost wonder if Xseed is going to move towards the 3DS as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I mean, I don't know how easy or hard the Vita is to develop for, but now that Capcom has dropped the Vita for Monster Hunter, that kind of made me happy because I already have 3DS.
Alright, see, the next one I got, do you guys play Dragon Age?
I haven't played it yet.
You bad people. Dragon Age 3 is getting multiplayer. Dragon Age will be adding multiplayer content to the future with a arena mode encouraging PvP and PvE combat. The player-on-player portion of the game won't necessarily have characters fighting another character, but instead one of the characters will take a role of the dragon. That's kind of cool, actually.
I want to be a dragon.
I want to be a dragon.
Be awesome.
I just want to play Skyrim.
Yeah, I just want to play Skyrim to fly on a dragon.
I hear so much stuff about Skyrim. I don't hate Skyrim, but I feel like I've already played it from all the talk I hear.
I feel like I beat the game already.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I'm just like, oh, really, Skyrim? I don't hate you, but I know everything about you already.
Yeah.
I still want to play it, though.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
So, that's it. Dragon Age 3 is getting multiplayer. Yay.
Yeah.
Everyone get excited. And, see, another one is, now this is a rumor that there's going to be at least 4 more Dead Space games.
Jeez.
Oh, I heard about this one. Go ahead.
Okay, it's, the anonymous source leads Kotaku to believe that there's going to be multiple Dead Space projects in the works. After all the success, EA wants Dead Space to exist on multiple genres, like a Dead Space first-person shooter, Dead Space adventure, and a flight simulator. The adventure title is going to be like Uncharted, which are in early stages. The first-person shooter, we'll wait and see if it can compete with Call of Duty. And the flight simulator is just a flight simulator. But the fourth game is obviously, it's going to be Dead Space 3. And that may or may not have multiplayer involved. But
Well, if it doesn't have multiplayer, then if you buy it used, EA will charge you for an online pass. So.
Well, I'll buy it brand new because I love Dead Space. So that'll be a game I'd buy day one. But Dead Space 3 is also going to be the last game to have the character Isaac as the protagonist.
Hmm.
So, I don't know about the first-person shooter or the adventure game or even the flight simulator, but I am excited about Dead Space 3. And the last story, which, I don't know, it's kind of cool, I suppose. South Park RPG in the works.
Oh, God. No. No, not even. Not with the developer.
Cool.
Not with the developer.
Well, you know, what was it? Sinister Moon wants this game.
That would actually be an awesome game.
You're funny.
But yeah, this South Park RPG, the game story is going to be actually written by the show's original creators, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. And let's see, you play as a new kid that doesn't speak, but he'll go through the main story, making friends with the townspeople and defending them from different threats. So, I don't know how that'll work, but it's, sounds like a general RPG, I suppose. But
Why didn't they make The Simpsons into an RPG game? That would have been awesome.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I like seeing that when pop culture references get brought over. I mean, Earthbound, for example, was very revolutionary for its time. It took place in no fantasy world or anything like that. You were just a kid. I think that it's an awesome idea. I like when people try to bend the RPG out of or the JRPG realm, like the fantasy zone. I think it's actually awesome.
Yeah. There's one, what's that new one that's the Halloween one?
Oh, Costume Quest?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't played that yet. Is it good?
I don't know. I haven't played it yet either, but like that sounds interesting because, like you just said, it's not a medieval game. It's just like kids dressed up.
Hmm.
But I should see how much that is and get it.
Yeah, I should download that too.
But yeah, this the South Park RPG is just going to be called South Park the Game, and it's going to be full-scale RPG for the PS3, the Xbox, and PCs. So, everyone's happy. I'm getting it.
I'll get it so I can laugh. I'm just worried about the developer. It's being developed by Obsidian Entertainment, and they don't have the greatest track record. They made some okay games. Like, they did Alpha Protocol, they did Dungeon Siege 3, Fallout New Vegas, which is probably their best effort, and they did the Neverwinter Night series. And they're doing Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic.
I like Star Wars.
So, we'll see how it turns out. But it'll be fun to play. Like, if it's like an RPG, like 3D, and just being in South Park itself, like, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, just being in South Park would be awesome.
Well, you're gonna be able to make your custom character. Like, he's gonna be fully customized. So
Yeah.
I get to make myself in a South Park game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a She-Kenny.
She-Kenny. She-Kenny. It's like, oh no, they killed She-Kenny. That'd be so funny. And that's it. That's all the news I have.
Yeah.
So why don't we take a short break? We'll be right back.
So it's that time of the podcast where we like to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber, and I believe Holly has a shout out she'd like to give.
Yeah, I have a shout out. This is a YouTuber. I've been watching her channel for probably about, I'd say since the summer. She was referred to me by Ball and Nick 1989, or 1982, sorry. And she does Let's Plays, which are pretty cool. She does update videos, pickups videos, and the types of games she likes are very similar to mine. She likes Harvest Moon and Cooking Mama and Mario, and she's really into anime and Pokemon. And that is SabakunoJennifer.
Oh,
and yeah, you can find her. It's Sabakuno and then Jennifer. She actually just picked up Neptunia for $30, and that's what made me think of it because we had talked about that game. But she's got a PS3. She really likes RPGs. She's really into anime, and yeah, definitely check out her channel.
Checking it out right now. Cool. Alright guys, so go and check her out and help her out and stuff. Or Dan will break your legs with some sort of thing that Techno usually says.
Or break your kneecaps.
With a Penguin Land reference from the Master System.
There you go.
Like those little polar bears.
Yes, it's awesome because it's a move in there. It's just called Penguin Land. That's a weird game.
There you go. So go subscribe to her or Dan will break your legs with some sort of penguin thing. And as always, we have questions. Yay!
Yeah.
It's like question time. And our first question comes from, I can't believe this kid, Jordan Meeting Flipper.
This guy.
Yeah, I know. This guy is just...
Flipper.
This guy is just... Alright, well, he asked, what is the girliest thing you do, guys? And Holly, what is the boyish thing you do?
The boyish thing I do?
The most boyish thing you do.
He probably means masculine.
Yeah.
Because I don't really do anything boyish, but,
Feminine.
What's the most masculine thing I've ever done? Well, I was soldering this weekend. I guess that counts. I was trying to make this Game Boy Color mod. I failed miserably. But I basically blew up a Game Boy Color, and I broke 3 GBA SPs in process. So, soldering for the win.
Let's see. Okay, for me, you guys probably already know this. I kind of, like, slip it in there every once in a while. But I watch My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic.
Yes.
Not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna lie, and you can laugh.
Awesome.
I don't care. Laugh. I don't care. But
I'm laughing.
She's doing it.
But yes,
it's happening.
Alright. But yeah, honestly, I watch My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock. My favorite pony is Applejack, and yeah, I don't know why I like that show. It's just it's a good show. It's a show for little girls, yes, and I watch it. And to make it worse, I listen to a My Little Pony podcast. All right, go, Dan. Your turn.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Is there really a My Little Pony podcast?
Okay, yes, hold on. I'll tell you about it. Hold on, let me bring it up.
He knows.
Yes, there is
I'm sorry, that like mind fucked me right there.
Okay, Alright, yes, there is a My Little Pony podcast I listen to, and it's called Bronyville.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's on iTunes. I download it. I listen to it every week because they produce one episode a week. They talk about the episode for that week. They have guests. The whole My Little Pony community is big. You know, not as big as the video game community, but it's pretty big. So, now you can continue laughing. Go ahead.
Oh god, I can't think of anything.
I'm still mind fucked, dude. Laugh.
Alright, yeah. Keep laughing. You know, we have time. Go ahead.
God.
Don't scare me, Dan, please.
No.
Yeah, I think
I
I've
can't
already
top
lost.
that. There's no way I could top that.
Well, we may have gained subscribers or lost subscribers, so.
Hey, there's a lot of My Little Pony fans out there.
There are, dude. I'm telling you that right now. There's a whole My Little Pony community. We probably gained like 100 subscribers based on My Little Pony. Just saying.
I don't even know what the fucking Applejack is.
Oh, you know what? I'll link you a picture to her right now.
It's too cute. Don't look at it. Don't look at it directly in its
It's
eyes.
gonna brainwash me or something.
She's a little yellow pony with a cowboy hat.
Alright.
Just don't stare at the eyes.
Don't stare at the eyes.
Alright, Dan, what is the most girly-ish thing that you do?
I have no idea. I can't really think of anything. I like Fresca. That's a good drink. And let's see. I color coordinate my clothes, so like my closet's really coordinated. It's just easy to do. I don't know.
Alright, here's a picture of Applejack. Check her out.
God.
Oh man, I'm scared.
I've always been scared of this.
I have to say, like, I'm scared. Let's take a look. Oh, Cliva, she's got freckles.
That's because she's
got a
supposed
tramp
to be like... That's her cutie mark.
Her cutie mark, alright.
Her cutie mark is a bunch of apples, yes. Alright.
Well, that's something right there.
That's something. Alright, next question.
Thanks.
So what Dan does, he color coordinates his clothes?
Yeah, and drinks Fresca.
And drinks Fresca, alright. That,
Good
yeah,
stuff.
okay. So apparently My Little Pony takes the win. Alright. Next question is from one of my friends. He's Todd Allen, and he asked, what is your favorite Nintendo character and why?
It's a tough one.
Well, mine is Luigi, because he wears green. My favorite color is green. And every time I play with him, he's really tall, really fast. He jumps the highest. He jumps higher than Mario. So, and in Luigi's Mansion, whenever you hit that, I forget which button, but he's just like, Mario! I love that button. Love that button.
He's also probably the most likely to like My Little Pony.
Yes.
You know what? Yes. My Little Pony and Luigi would fit so good together because I could just picture Luigi on top of Applejack and they would have a good time.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Sounds so wrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna have nightmares now.
Oh no.
Alright, so that's mine. Luigi. Dan, what's yours?
I love Kirby. I just love Kirby. He's so cute. It's just a little puffball. He can take on abilities of all his enemies, which is just awesome. It's just so much fun playing Kirby games. It's just, like, I can't help but feel happy when I play Kirby games. Just an awesome character. Yeah, I think he is my favorite.
Mine's a little more obscure, I think. And I doubt he's in Mario Kart, but I'd love someday to see him in a Mario game, like a fan service game, like Mario Kart or Mario Party or something. And that's Professor Egad from Luigi's Mansion. Just his music, it's so funky, and he's like this dorky little grandpa with this little swirl of hair, and I like him so much. I think he's a cool character.
I remember the little guy. Okay, let's see. And our next question is from Space Pirate. We had him on the podcast once, and he asked, "What is your favorite Mario Kart track?"
Ooh.
That's another tough one.
Let's see, I can't think of the name of the track, but I've always liked the ones that are like Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, it's usually what they're called. They're called Bowser Castle.
I hate the Rainbow Road ones. I don't like
You're gonna hate the new one that just came out.
I like the Ghost Valley tracks, especially
yeah.
from Super Nintendo. Those are pretty awesome.
I think my favorite one would be, it kind of looks like Niagara Falls from Mario Kart Wii. It's the one where you come down the waterfall and then you go under the water in the tubes.
Oh, into the pipe.
I forget what it's called, yeah.
Oh, that one's actually in the 3DS game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's one of the classic ones, yeah.
Nice. I like that track a lot. That one and Maple Tree Way, I think, are two of my newer favorites. Moo Farm's a classic, though.
Are you opening cases?
No, sorry. I'm touching something I know.
It's opening Mario Kart.
I'm supposed to have a hands-free podcast.
Tim has scared her. Alright, and our last question is from Mr. Ed, and he asks, if you could be good at one type of video game genre, what would it be?
I feel like it has to be something competitive. Huh. Video game genre.
For me, I guess mine would have to just be fighters.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Marvel vs. Capcom. Which I've been trying to get good at, so that's my answer, just trying to get good at fighters, so.
I think for me it'd be fighting games as well, just to be, because I suck pretty bad at fighting games, which is part of the reason why I don't buy too many. I just buy the ones I like. But it'd be fun to actually be decent at it and be able to beat some people and learn moves. But I would also like to be, like, I'm really good at some puzzle games, so I'd really like to be like kind of a master of puzzle games, like, you know, one of those crazy ones who beat Catherine on like day one. And I'm really good at Lumines. I'm really good at Tetris Attack, like. So, I guess I'd just like to be more of a puzzle master. So, yeah.
I'd like to be really good at the Pokemon trading card game, like so good that I won. No, that's hard because it's random, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And there's a random portion to it, so no matter how good you think you're doing, if you don't get the right cards, you know?
Holly wants to learn how to stack the deck.
Yeah.
I do.
It's like
Well, as soon as
50
you figure it
rash
out, teach me.
ramps or something.
As soon as you figure it out, you can teach me, because
Yeah.
that'll be awesome. Alright, well that's all our questions this week, so.
Yeah.
Yay! So, and as always, if you guys have any further questions for future episodes, you can email us at pressstartpod@gmail.com. Or if you're just listening to this on YouTube, you can just leave a comment below and we'll get them there. We do have a Twitter, but TechnoSqueek kind of takes care of that. I know nothing about Twitter, so.
Yeah.
Do you know Twitter, Dan?
Yeah. I have my
Alright.
Twitter and I kind of know how to use it.
Alright, so we have a Twitter, so you can leave us questions on there, and TechnoSqueek and Dan will take care of that, because I know nothing about it. Alright, so that's about it, you guys. We've gone through everything. We made fun of My Little Pony. We talked about video games, and so we're just going to end the podcast. Holly, why don't you just tell everyone where they can find you, and plug your podcast again, all that wonderful stuff.
You can find me at youtube.com/Doginmylense, and I'm on the Operation Kill Screen podcast. You can find it on YouTube, or sorry, not on YouTube, on iTunes, or jumblejunkie.com/Operation Kill Screen.
Yay!
Yeah.
And Dan, where can they find you?
Somewhere
That's good.
beyond the yellow brick road. No. I'm on YouTube, of course. They know stuff. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch.tv.
As Nostalgic Dan 1, right?
Yep. Oh, Nostalgic Dan 1 on YouTube. Everything else is Nostalgic Dan.
Cool. And since MrTechnoSqueek isn't here, you can find him on YouTube as MrTechnoSqueek. How does he say it? He says capitalize the M, T, S, and add 2 E's in there, damn it. He always says damn it, so. Yeah, you can find him on there. He is on Facebook. What is he on Facebook? Derek something. But,
Yeah.
And you can find me on YouTube as well as Quickfreeze4. That's the number 4. I have a Facebook community fan page where I kind of update everything I'm working on and things with the podcast.
And you can also find this podcast on theaveragegamershow.com, hosted by Don Raiden and his podcast, The Average Gamer Show. So, yeah, that's where you can find us all.
Episode 13 in the books.
Episode 13 in the books, yes. And Holly, we like to thank you for being our guest tonight and dealing with the whole My Little Pony thing. So.
Yeah, being scared.
Well, thank you for having me on.
We hope that doesn't give you too many nightmares.
No, yeah, it's special, Clive. It's special. That's what I'll say.
Well, if you like, here's a picture of all the ponies as human people.
Oh god.
Oh my god, you're kidding. It's like, I think I'd rather watch Human Centipede. Oh man, let's see. Oh, that's creepy. That's really creepy.